Okay, Alex, are we heading over to Canada?
Just very quickly for a mention, really, there is an organization now which takes a line from the Canadian national anthem, "O Canada, we stand on guard for thee," and it's called Police on Guard for Thee. And as you can see from the About section with a beautiful illustration of the federal parliament in Ottawa, they call themselves a group of active duty and retired police officers who've assembled to create a haven of truth and justice for the police community and to educate them in lawfulness. And in a brilliant example of what a small new YouTube channel can do when it properly annotates and timestamps its videos, it has there's a YouTube channel which has just been set up. The slide after this one will show the details, but this one is a kind of potted highlights of the advice given by a Canadian policeman representing that organisation. These 10 practical tips, as it's called in that video, to regain our freedom with retired police inspector Len Fall. Are just the flavour of UK column, and people often criticise us for being naive in saying write letters to your MP. But this, of course, at least from a lawful policeman's point of view, is what you mustn't tire of doing. Continue to mount peaceful protests. Numbers matter. Sign petitions, hold people to account, say to your local and national politicians, we won't vote for you again because of the line you've towed. And here is the longer interview which people can find. And I would suggest they might want to subscribe to this brand new YouTube channel, which has got very low numbers at the moment because it seems to be really promising and professional. Julius Ruchel. He is local to Len Fall in Canada and in the same city, in fact. And they're talking about stopping the lockdown, just to show people what kind of breakdown of points are made by Len Fall in this rather splendid interview, which globalresearch.ca has picked up on. They ask the question: can police stop unconstitutional laws? Can they talk about the obligation on police to say no to an unconstitutional order? Interestingly, like many people, such as Gemma O'Doherty and John Waters in Ireland, they're noticing that courts have completely caved in to unelected, appointed health officials. Again, a separation of powers and a breach of oath and duty on the part of courts and indeed police who go along with it. So a very useful, lawful approach being taken here. The summary or the final minutes of the Len Fall interview get even more interesting because they're talking about checks and balances, the nub of the matter that we're going into in the Dissident's Guide to the Constitution to prevent this ever happening again. So heartily recommended.